that's okay with you.
Yeah, yeah, it's perfectly fine.
Hello, everybody. We're live. I'm here with Jay, who um, was commenting on my last live stream about Pride. By the way, Jay, uh, see when I'm doing the hang on, let me stop that video at the background. See when I'm doing a live stream, I can't really keep up with the chat very well, so I didn't actually read all your comments until after the video, you know, and then I
Yeah,
went
yeah,
through
yeah.
the comments. So then I was like, right, so that's why I didn't reply to you during the hangout.
Uh-huh.
It's quite hard to get my attention while I'm ranting on, you know. But you seem
It's
to
right.
have we don't. It's not like you hate me or anything like that, but you seem to have an issue with some of the things I was saying. If you wanted to,
Not an issue. I was just, I was just wondering. It's like I could, let's say this word, I could sense that there was some frustration from your part. That I don't
mm-hmm.
know something about gays doing something. I don't know. I just, I didn't see the whole thing, and I was watching it because usually I watch your hangouts and I find them very interesting. But I could sense that there was some issue there. I was thinking, so what's the problem? I couldn't understand it. But what I always trying to say is that uh, I understand that there is a lot of frustration for the whole LGBT. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
That's my message. I get it because I trust me. There are a lot of gay men who are really pissed off about this whole LGBT garbage. All right, it's just crap.
I know
They
I
just
would
can't
be.
stand it.
I would be if I was gay. I would definitely be pissed off with it. It would really bug me. So it would.
Well, that's why, I wanted to be in a hangout with you because at least I wanted to explain to you my personal opinion about the whole thing, right? And I would explain to you how, in my opinion, things work because, I've been in other hangouts with other people in the past, and I try to say, look, gay organizations were actually started by gay men. All right, it was
Mm-hmm.
gay men the ones who were targeted in the past. It was gay men who were bashed by the police. They were arrested. Sometimes they were tortured. Sometimes they were electrocuted. Some crazy shit happened to a lot of gay men in the past up to the 1960s,
Mm-hmm.
and they caused the revolution, the 1969, the Stonewall. They started to fight back against the police, but the police was targeting gay men. All right, not much against lesbians, if I have to be very honest with you. It was gay men were targeted. They were the ones who started gay organizations, and it was organizations started by gay men. And unfortunately, as I explained in the past, and I said, unfortunately, these organizations were infiltrated, they were corrupted, and they were
Mm-hmm.
hijacked. And if you go today, I have gay friends, I have male gay friends, I even have trans friends who are all telling and complaining about the same thing. These gay organizations are today nothing more than feminist nests. They're just
Yes.
feminist organizations. They were infiltrated by females who needed another stage to complain about their ridiculous, non existent oppression.
Mm-hmm.
And I swear this is not a joke. I've been to gay organizations in Italy, in Switzerland, in England, and even in Australia because I live there. And they're all women. You go there, and all the people who work there, I swear they're all women. All right. And my frustration is not about you. I have nothing against you or Emirates or Mecta. Nothing against that. I just want people to realize that the crazy shit that they're doing is that they're just the way they did it with the Boy Scouts. You know what happened in America?
Mm-hmm.
That women wanted to infiltrate and corrupt the Boy Scouts. And a lot of people, of course, they were pissed over saying, well, what the hell is going on? Well, exactly what already happened in gay organizations.
I mean, I did say in that video as well that well, I know that there's a lot of gay men that don't like pride parades. I even I was
Mm,
talking to
yep.
Justicar on Twitter about that, and he's yeah, I posted photos and mocking the pride parade, you know,
Uh-huh.
and he said, by the way, we're not all like that. I'm ashamed of this stuff. You know, this is just
Yeah.
disgraceful.
Well,
Can
I
I just
think,
can I just quickly say, MC
yeah,
Jingle has donated £2. Thank you, MC Jingle, and he says football's coming home, and he's right. It is going home to Croatia. Anyway, so
that's cool. That's cool.
so
No, no, totally. That's cool. But I think that I watched a video once uploaded some time ago by Justicar, and he was talking about the whole LGBT. And when he was explaining that, I was saying, wow, that's exactly what I've experienced as a gay. That's exactly what, because it was gay organizations, for gay people. There was no bitching, no whining, no crazy, no hysteria, no garbage. Just was gay organizations. But when females started to flood in, when things started to become safer and they flooded in, they started to complain, okay, why is it gay? Why not gay and lesbians? That's what they started to do. But it was a ridiculous, from the very beginning, it was a ridiculous thing. It was just pointless.
Didn't they even get the L at the start of the LGBT?
The ridiculous thing is that it was gay organizations. They started to complain and say, oh, it should be gay and lesbian. That's the first bullshit. Because a lot of women in the past used to call themselves, I'm a gay woman. So you're saying that you're a gay woman. Why do you want to introduce the lesbian if you're saying that you're a lesbian? No gay man is saying, oh, I'm a lesbian man. No gay man says that. It's like gay men are gay men, but lesbians are either lesbians or gay women. It's like they have to have twice the options that men have. It's like they want all the options that women have, and they also want the options that men have. So because of that, they started to call it gay and lesbian organizations. But they weren't happy, because then it was, well, why not trans? Why not bi? And why not the T? And why not the C? And why not intro? And then it was GLBT. I swear. I promise you, it was GLBT.
I remember that.
Until they started to complain, oh, you know what? It's always about men first. Why isn't it? And they turn it into LGBT. So ladies first, just to prove that they're full of shit. Just to prove that they don't believe in equality, that they want absolute priority, they turn the GLBT into LGBT.
Well, see, the way I see it with gays, right? This is just how I see it, right? If I meet you, and the only thing I know about you is that you're gay, right? I can't possibly know what your politics is. I don't know what your taste in music is. I don't know anything else about. All I know is that you're gay, right?
Exactly.
And I'm guessing that all you want from me is just to be treated normal the way I would treat anybody else. I'm guessing that's what I do. But what I don't think helps, right, is going into schools with pride events or taking to the streets with pride events. And just like Gogsy said there, to ask you about the bakery thing, deliberately looking for a baker that won't bake a cake for a gay wedding. I don't think that helps gays be liked. I think it makes normal people think, oh my God, they're annoying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know, and agree with that. I don't understand the whole thing. I don't know why they would do that. I don't agree with that. I wouldn't even come. I would simply not go there. If they said, "I'm sorry, you're gay, we don't want," I would say, "Fine, I'm not going to give you my money. I'm just going to take my money somewhere else." So, which is the smart idea. But you said you just want to be respected. Not even that, because I don't want to be treated in a special way. I don't want people to treat me as, oh, you're gay, so I have to respect you. No, I don't want that. You don't have to respect me. Because I think that, first of all, respect should always be reciprocal. It should be a mutual thing. But it shouldn't be granted. It shouldn't be given to people just like that. And I keep saying, you have to earn people's respect. Either you're gay or you're straight. You have to earn it. And that's what these assholes are not doing. They're imposing. It's like, you have to respect gay people. No, you don't have to. I am a gay man. And I'm saying, you don't have to respect gay people. Because there is a first option, which is to respect. There is a second option, which is to disrespect, but there is also a third option, which is to be respect neutral. It's like, I don't know you, and I don't have enough information about you to know whether I can respect you and I can disrespect you. So I'm just going to stand on the respect neutral zone, and I will get to know you and to understand whether you earn my respect or not. But these people, they're so toxic that they impose respect. And
it's pushed everywhere, right? I mean, like, I look at lately, right? Almost every big company has got a rainbow flag on their products, right? I was in Tesco the other day, right, with my son, right? My son's 9, right?
Yeah.
We're going through the sweet section, and he says, "Oh, what a bag of Skittles!" I says, "On you go, grab a bag of Skittles," and it was just a white bag.
Yeah.
And he's asking me, "Why is it all white now?" I just said, "Okay, it's a special promotion," because I don't really want to have to don't really want to have to go into the details of what that's about. Do you know what I mean? I thought it was quite funny that even though it was to celebrate Pride, it said on the packet fruits, and I thought that was quite amusing that it said they're trying their best to pander to gays, and yet it says fruits on the on the bag. But it's like I shouldn't as a parent, I shouldn't be put in this position where it's like, hey, what's this about? Oh God, I've got to explain this gay shit. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is shopping. I didn't go out my way to look for this. I was just shopping for groceries, nothing special. And yet it's shoved in your face. Every aisle you go down, every product has got a rainbow on it, and it's like, oh, come on with this. This is being shoved in your face. All the TV shows and adverts are all about pride, and and it's like, yes, we get it. You don't hate gays. You don't need to make a big deal about it,
Yeah, but you see, that's the problem. Then they hear or they see the word gay, and they immediately think, oh, gay people and gay men. But again, I'm telling you what any other gay man, especially masculine, manly, the straight acting gay men, they would tell you all the same thing. This garbage started since females started to infiltrate gay organizations, and they did all that garbage, LGBT and GLBT and all that crap. This is, to me, then people are gonna dislike what I'm saying. Oh, you're sexist, you're misogynist. This is feminine hysteria, because that's exactly what you're doing with feminists, with women in general. It's just the bullshit. No, up to the 1990s, gay men didn't want that. They just wanted to live normal life. They didn't want this shit. As soon as they infiltrated and hijacked these gay spaces, they turned gay organizations into a circus. And I can guarantee that a lot of masculine and straight acting gay men, today, they don't even want to go to gay organizations, because what the fuck, we're going to go there to see a bunch of fucking feminists, some crazy social justice warriors, insane women, or fucking crazy deranged people.
I think you're right, because I've watched that. Because it's like Pride Month, there's been a few videos on YouTube, people covering, like Jesse Lee Peterson. He done a video talking to people in the Pride March in California, and I think you're right, because it was all women and very effeminate gay men. It wasn't like the masculine ones, like you would say. They were very effeminate, and the women were basically. Like
they're gone.
I don't know if
they're gone.
I don't know if you know what I mean.
Men are just gone.
But I don't know. I don't know if you know what I mean when I say that a lot of women in these marches, right? They seem to treat gay men like they're pets. Does that make sense?
Oh, that's exactly what I wanted to say. They're treating gay men, but in particular effeminate gay men, as their sort of purse puppies. Like the small little dog, the puppies that you can actually, the women can put in their purses. That's exactly the way. So let me explain the whole thing. First of all, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but it's usually women and very effeminate gay men, because the masculine gay men, no fucking way. It's like, you're not going to treat me like you're fucking pets. It's not going to happen. But, I'm going to tell you something. There is something there, which is, in my opinion, some mutual exploitation. There is like some mutual parasitism, because women are indeed getting something out of the very effeminate gay men, because the effeminate gay men are going to do their hair, are going to do their makeup, are going to do their nails. So in a way, women can exploit the effeminate gay men and exploit their sort of talent in doing this shit.
And they also look good as well by having the gay best friend. It makes them look good.
Well, yes. But, it's exploiting many things. But I'm going to tell you something also about effeminate gay men. I personally believe that effeminate gay men, they were never allowed when they were children to behave like girls, or to have a Barbie or a doll, to wear makeup. And I think that what they're doing is that they're treating women as if they were their dolls. Like, when I was a child, I couldn't own a doll or a Barbie, because my parents would freak out. Like, you're a boy, you shouldn't play with these things. And what they're doing is that effeminate gay men are playing with their doll, with their human-sized doll. They're doing their hair, they're doing their makeup. You understand what I'm saying?
There's some sense in that. It's like they've got a live Barbie to play with.
But that's exactly what they have. It's like the frustration that they couldn't do it themselves. So now they can do it on a female. They couldn't do it on a Barbie. Now they do it on a real human Barbie. And that's what they're doing. They're mutually exploiting one another. It's like the very effeminate gay men are exploiting women and treating them as their dolls and their Barbies. And women are exploiting their effeminate gay men because a masculine gay man is, there's no way that I would do your fucking hair. You know, bitch, go fuck yourself. I'm not your servant. I'm not your shopping assistant.
But
And
I
if
think
you
women. I
look,
think women get more out of the deal, though. You know, I mean, they've got, not only have they got the gay best friend, so it makes them look like progressive and inclusive, right? But they've also got the guy to hang around in a bar with, so that they're not alone.
yep,
If they don't, you know, pick up a man, they've got a man to fall back on, so that they're not, you know, stranded. Basically, you know, they've got a lot of different benefits, whereas
yeah,
as the gay men, they don't really come out on top when it comes to the benefits. But but I think you're right with the
they
Barbie
do
thing. There's
have
something
some
in that.
benefits. They do have some benefits because the effeminate gay man will have some, well, some friendship and also some protections. Like being around women, it's like they're sort of indirectly protected by the shield that women have around us. Like you're not allowed to hit women or attack women.
Oh,
So
aye, aye.
by being under women's skirts, basically the effeminate gay men are kind of protected. So I told you, it's like some sort of mutual parasitism. They're both exploiting each other's bullshit narrative. That's what they're doing. But there is no way that masculine gay men would just stand there like a bunch of fucking morons doing women's hair or makeup, because they're not. I'm not interested at all. My boyfriend even
No.
less. Like, no, go fuck yourself. You know, like we're not doing that shit. All right. So what pisses me off is the fact that a lot of people then they think, oh, it's the crazy shit that gays do. If you mean effeminate gay men, no problem. I agree with you 100%. But you know, effeminate gay men and females, so women, they're all on the feminine side. So that's all the bullshit and the hysterical from the feminine.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So masculine gay men, they're not doing that shit. They would rather go to the gym and pump their muscles than do that crap.
So, so you're, I'm guessing you would label yourself as one of the masculine ones. Then you don't sound very effeminate, right?
No, no,
So,
no.
so does that mean that you prefer to go out with the masculine or feminine one? Which one would it?
Oh, masculine gay men only date masculine gay men. They would
Oh,
never date.
right.
No way. No, no, absolutely not. If you are a masculine gay man, you're attracted to masculinity. All
Mm-hmm.
right. So an effeminate gay man is just a failure as masculinity. It's like going with a very bad photocopy of a woman.
Right.
So
Okay.
there is no interest there. Gay men are not interested. No, the masculine ones are not interested in effeminate gay men. Just zero. Just zero, zero, zero.
So I mean, I was watching that Jesse Lee Peterson video, right? As I say, he was in um a pride event in California, and he was talking to these two guys, right? And seriously, this is where I think it gets a bit creepy, and this is why people maybe think gays might be a bit weird or whatever, right? And he was talking to these two guys. One was kind of young and one was a bit older, and they actually said that they're in a daddy boy relationship, and it just came across as like, wow, what the fuck? Why would you publicly say that?
Yeah,
That's
but
weird, man.
I don't know them. Are they effeminate? Is there some effeminacy in them?
Most of them at the thing were effeminate, to be honest with you. I mean, he did have the kind of, you know, hairy chest type of thing, but I still think he was a bit effeminate, you know.
Yeah, well, I was asking not in just in appearance, but also in the way they move, they talk, you know, the attitude and the personality. If there is some sort of effeminacy, then I would say, yeah, then there must be some shit going on, some craziness. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. But do you think that we're on a slippery slope? And even if you don't think that, can you might think they're on a slippery slope?
You have to repeat this like last sentence because I couldn't hear it.
That's okay. Do you think that we're on a slippery slope? And if not, do you understand why other people think that we're on a slippery slope?
Well, I think that, as I said, you know, you can certainly sense the frustration in me. You know, there is a lot of frustration. I do, yes, I would agree with you. The fact is that there is a lot of misunderstanding because every time these crazy assholes behave like insane, crazy psychopaths, you know, social justice warriors and feminism, then a lot of people give the wrong interpretations. They think, well, it's got to be gay guys who are doing that shit. I can guarantee that the masculine gay men, they're so disgusted that I swear they don't even go to gay organizations anymore, because now gay organizations are feminist organizations. That's what they are.
Mm-hmm.
They're LGBT, lesbians first, women first. They're feminist organizations. And let me tell you that in feminist organizations, yes, there are a lot of straight women, but there are a lot of man-hating lesbians. A lot.
Mm-hmm.
A lot, but you have no idea. You have no idea. Because when I was younger, when I was in my 20s back in the 1990s, I was going to university and I had friends. I had gay friends and lesbian friends and well, I wouldn't call myself a feminist, but it was 20 years ago. And I did have some friends who would call themselves feminists.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them were lesbian, but really hateful, very hostile. Like they really hated men. All right. And I
Yes.
would have some lesbian friends. I wouldn't have a problem with them because to me, they were like kind of, okay, they were nice. But they were talking about straight men as if they were talking about the devil. And I knew that there was something, but because back then in the 90s, they were talking about a woman out of 5 is a victim of rape or some shit. And I was thinking, 20 years ago, I was thinking, yeah, very soon they're going to say that a woman in 4 is a victim of rape. And today they're saying that a woman in 3 is a victim of rape. There is something there that goes beyond violence against women or rape. I think that there is some real inferiority complex, some jealousy, some envy. I don't even know how to explain it, but
I
there
think
is
it's
something.
envy. I think it's envy. I get that feeling a lot with feminists, especially the lesbian types.
Yeah. But you see, every time they do the shit, they're doing horrible things. They present themselves as gays, and people think gays, and they start to blame gay men. But again, I'm sorry if I repeat this part, but this part is crucial. Masculine gay men have zero to do with that crime. Zero. They had the best intentions when they started gay organizations because they just wanted to be left the fuck alone. Like, please don't kill gay men. That was basically the policy. That was the thing. And then they that's what they did with boy. You know what happened to Boy Scouts. You know that now in America they infiltrated. They say, oh no, even girls should. What kind of shit is that?
Exactly.
You're not going to find one masculine gay man who's going to agree with that. Not even one. Not even one is going to say, "Oh yes, I totally agree. That's the way." No, not even. It's not going to happen.
Do you know Justica? Do you know who he is?
Yeah. Just yes.
Would you say he was a masculine gay man? I would say he was anyway, but I mean, he pretty much is, isn't he? Like a police officer, and he loves his guns, and he loves the country, and all that. I'm guessing he's pretty masculine. Like Gogsy, they're saying the whole gay pride thing confuses me a bit. Right now, this is where I don't get it. Right now, I understand marching for rights. Like you said earlier, in the 60s, they felt they were getting beaten up by the police, right?
Yes.
And it kind of comes across now that they've taken over the police, especially in Britain, by the way. But I understand marching for rights. I totally get that. I don't understand what the point of a pride parade is. I don't know what are they why are they taking to the streets and dancing and whatever else?
I do understand it. It's just because a bunch of females together with effeminate gay guys, they're just exploiting them. They're infiltrators. They're parasites. What they do is they infiltrate, they corrupt, and they hijack. They need to, as gender parasites, they need to exploit the narrative. That's what they do. They just wanted to use another stage. They thought, oh, gay organizations, that's another stage for our victimhood. And they wanted to infiltrate that so that they can be victims even there. That's what they do. Females are professional victims. That's what they do. It's their passion. That's what they love to. They want to be victims. Me, I don't want to be a victim. I don't go around saying, "Oh, I'm a victim. People hate me." I don't do that shit. I'm not a victim.
Well, somebody in the comments here who I should probably ignore, right? But I'll just get Jim Carlson, right? He's been spamming the chat by saying that gays are pedos, right? Now, what about men, right, who rape young girls? Are they gay? Do you know what I mean? It's a stupid. I think it's like either. I mean, if that would count as a straight guy, then a guy doing it to a boy would count as a gay guy. But I mean, this kind of shit you probably see all the time. You know, I don't talk like that. Yeah, I don't say things like that. To me, that's ridiculous. Same with the whole bestiality thing. I think it's a daft connection because
that's just bullshit.
how can a straight guy not do the same exact thing? Do you know what I mean? It's just, it doesn't make any sense to me. But I'm guessing you see that kind of stuff all the time. Yes.
You have no idea. Okay, the first massive logical fallacy is the fact that gay men are confused with pedophiles. All right, let's start with that. Gay men, or at least the masculine one, they're attracted to masculinity. All right, and masculinity is mostly incompatible with neoteny. All right, neoteny is all the features that actually women have in common with babies and children, like soft skin, hairless bodies. Very smaller bodies. They're shorter, they're smaller, they're tinier, a bit like children. Gay men are attracted to men. Now, men on average are less neotenous than women and children. They have hairier bodies, they have bigger muscle tissue. They're taller, they're bigger, they're larger. If you are attracted to a man, like for example, I'm gonna give you an example. My ideal of a man, Harrison Ford back in the 1980s. You know, Harrison Ford in Indiana Jones. To me, that's a hot guy, or that's a hot man.
Right. Your avatar.
Yeah, there it is, of course, in Blade Runner. Well, that's the reason. But you see, Harrison Ford in 1980s. Do you think that he's neotenous?
I wouldn't say so, no.
Well, there it is. If you're attracted to men, there is no fucking way in the whole universe that you're going to be attracted to children, because children are exactly the opposite of your target. You know, your target is beefy, big, muscular men. All right? That's a pedophile is someone who is attracted to neoteny in a ridiculous, exaggerated way. It's like way beyond women's neoteny. We're talking about babies' neoteny. We're talking about very smooth skin, very little bodies. So it's like super neoteny on steroids.
So it's probably best not to label them gay or straight then, isn't it? I mean, they're just a completely different thing altogether, you know. I mean, the same with people who are into animals, completely different thing altogether. There's no point in even bringing up straight or gay, because it's just a different.
It's an old thing. It's an old thing that I think it's, you know, people who want to shame gays, like they're never gonna stop. You know, they either say that you worship Satan, or that you want to rape children. That's bullshit. Because as I just said to you, if you're a master gay man and you're attracted to men, you're not going to be attracted to children. It's like, it's impossible. It's like, that's super neoteny. That's like, imagine this. I'm not attracted to women. Why? Because women are shorter than men. Because women are smaller than women. They have less muscles. They have very smooth skin, and I'm not attracted to smooth skin. All right.
So is it?
They have a very soft voice, like I talk like that. They have a very soft voice. So if I don't like all these characteristics, these are characteristics that even children have. How am I going to be attracted to a child? It's impossible.
Well, you know that gays are a minority, right? All around the world, they're a minority. So was there ever a point in your life where you felt there was something wrong with you?
Wrong, I wouldn't say wrong, but when I was very young, when I was like 8 years old, I already knew that I was attracted to males. Not in a sex, because when you're 8, you don't think about sexuality. But I knew that I had a different connection between boys and girls than other people, than other kids, for example. So I already knew that there was something there that would make me different. I wouldn't say that I suffered because of that, or no, because I just kept it to myself. I knew that I couldn't talk about it because, I don't know, there was something in me telling me that I couldn't talk about it with other people.
What country were you raised in?
I was born and I grew up in South Italy.
So is that quite tolerant when it comes to that?
Yes and no, because it depends. Because South Italy, well, Italy in general, but especially South Italy, is very intolerant of homosexuality, but it's very tolerant of masculinity, especially of male bonding. So, for example, straight men in all over the Mediterranean Sea, it's not just Italy, but also in Spain, South France, in Greece, in Turkey, straight men hug other men, they kiss other men. They show affection. It's not a gay thing. It's not a sexual thing, all right? It's like a perfectly normal thing that you would even see in the Arab world, in Muslim countries. you would see in Latin America and South America, and you can ask them. They're going to tell you, yes, men kiss one another all the time. It's not a sexual thing, and it's not a gay thing. So I was born and I was raised in a society where there is some sort of androphilia, all right? There is some connection between men. But that's not to be confused with homosexuality, because from that point of view, then, these countries can be very homophobic. So it depends.
It would make it easier to hide it, though. I mean, if you had a boyfriend or whatever, it'd be easier to hide it then in a society like that.
Well, I don't know, because it can be very hostile, but not because of, I would say it's religion. It's because, Italy is also the headquarters of the Roman Catholic Church, right? The Vatican is in Rome. And unfortunately, Catholic priests are very hostile. They're very anti-gay. Now, I have my own opinion, and I think that a lot of Roman Catholic priests are pedophiles. There it is. And, it's not just me, it's also the news. I've watched so many TV programs in Italy and in other countries that were actually exposing the very high number of Roman Catholic priests who were actually pedophiles, and they were molesting children. All right. And one thing that gay men know is that pedophiles hate gay men. They just can't stand one another. They just hate each other. It's like they're enemies, like sworn enemies. So there's always going to come some hatred from them. They're always going to hate us, because what they are attracted to, boys and children, is the exact opposite of what we are attracted. They are disgusted. The pedophiles are disgusted of what we are attracted. We are attracted to men, to adult men, and pedophiles find that absolutely disgusting. All right, so we are just two opposites, like real enemies.
So what do you say to people who, and this comes up a lot, right? What do you say to people who say it's a choice?
I don't believe for 1 second it's a choice. That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous, because it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like I choose to be gay just as much as you choose to be straight, and you simply don't choose to be straight.
I know what you mean, because if it was a choice and I tried to make that choice, I couldn't do it. So the way I see it is, you couldn't make the choice to be straight, because it's just the same thing. I couldn't make the choice to be gay. I just couldn't imagine that. So.
But exactly, and the exact same thing can be said even about teenagers. Like, people are so scared that if you expose teenagers that they're gonna become either gay or straight. No, it's ridiculous. Like, you're exposing your white kid to black culture, and your white kid will become black. That's just ridiculous. That's just insane. It's just, you don't choose to be white or black.
But that video, I don't know if you caught that. I don't know if you managed to catch that part. I played the Bill Nye ice cream video. I don't know if you've seen that.
I don't know.
Maybe you've seen it before. It's like Bill Nye, he shared this video, ice cream flavors, and vanilla was the boring straight,
okay.
and all the other flavors were like, bisexual and gay and all that kind of stuff, right?
Right.
And it was basically making the point that if you're straight, you're pretty boring and vanilla. Whereas if you're gay and you're bisexual, you're exciting, you're interesting. And that came across to me like an attempt to indoctrinate kids.
No.
You know what I mean? It came across like the makers of that cartoon thought that it was a choice, and they could maybe push kids into making that choice. That's what it came across like. So it's not just, what I'm saying is, it's not just straight people who try to convert. There's gays that do try to convert straights as well. That's what it comes across.
No. I think that they're just trying to shit test straight men, trying to piss them off. That's what they're doing.
That's possible.
Yeah, no, it is, because today they're just the way back in the past they used to demonize gay men, like gay men are just like the devil. Today they're demonizing straight men, and they're trying to say, oh, straight men are evil bastards, they're monsters, which is not the case. Most straight men are just normal people. They don't hurt anyone. Like, you have here a gay man who is officially saying in this hangout that the great majority of straight men are just decent, normal human beings. They're not horrible, they're not nasty, they're not horrible, disgusting. They're just normal people. But these assholes are trying to promote, they need a scapegoat, they need a monster. They need to scare people, so they need the monster. And they want to constantly shame or demonize straight men the way they used to do that to gay men.
This Jim Carlson again is saying, Stop covering abuse. Gay men and sluts are victims of abuse. Now, yeah, I know with the sluts angle, like they make there's a stereotype that every stripper has got daddy issues, right? I mean, but there's also the stereotype that every gay man has been abused when he was younger. Now, what would you say about that?
Well, I would say that even if that was the case, no, that's not the case, but even if that was the case, so shouldn't you feel sorry for the person who went through abuse instead of bashing them? That's kind of weird. What a strange thing. So if your son was abused, would you say, oh, you were abused, now I'm going to punch in your face? No, you actually feel sorry for the people who were abused. So that logic is kind of false.
You shouldn't laugh at them or ridicule them. If you think they've been abused, you shouldn't go, oh, you're weird or whatever because you were abused. You're right. You should. There should be some sympathy there.
If your son was bullied at school, would you laugh at your son? Would you mock him? Would you bully your son? Say, oh, they're bullying you, I'm going to treat you like shit. Would you do that? No. Of course not. Of course not. If one of his teachers is that disgusting, horrible teacher, and she's slapping your son or hitting your son, would you be pissed off at the teacher, or would you be angry at your son?
No, it's obviously a teacher.
But there it is. So there's the first logical fallacy that this commentator is doing. He's just confusing, the ones who are abused with the ones who should be bullied.
But do you feel it might be a stereotype for a reason, especially with like the strippers and daddy issues thing? And I mean, do you think it's a stereotype for a reason?
A lot of straight men were abused when they were boys, and yet they're still straight. Can you really say that no straight man was abused when he was a child?
No, of course. I mean, again, that would be ridiculous, wouldn't it? I mean,
and all the women who claimed that they were abused when they were children, that didn't turn them lesbians. There are straight women who keep bitching about the fact that they were abused, but they're straight women. So being abused doesn't make you gay. That's ridiculous. Being abused makes you a person who was abused.
Exactly. Exactly. No, man.
This person is not very smart. I don't know why this person is doing this, but out of frustration and what I can say, keep going.
I was just going to say it raises another question, and this is another stereotype, by the way, right? But see people that men in particular, right? See men that go on and on about how much they hate gays. Do you think there really is something there about them maybe being gay?
That's another stereotype. I think that some probably do. Like some gay men are closeted. They don't admit that that they're gay, so they need to bash homosexuals. Like they hate their own homosexuality, so they're trying to bash it, and they try to bash all homosexuality in general. And there was that example, a very famous example about Richard Dawkins. Like 10 years ago, he was trying to deal with this guy in America, this imbecile. What was his name? I don't remember. But he basically was a leader of a super church, of a mega church in America. And this guy, he was like very effeminate. He was ridiculous. And he was saying, I'm completely heterosexual, all right? And you, Mr. Dawkins, he was just acting like a fucking moron. And in the end, they found out that he was in a car in the night with a male prostitute doing drugs. All right, he was a gay guy. That's what happens. Some gay men, yes, they are closeted and they go around saying that they're straight. They're married to women. They have children. Sometimes it's true, but they're gay and they hate their own homosexuality, so they need to bash. That is true, but it's not always the case.
Not always. But it's a stereotype for a reason. You think?
It's the fact that sometimes there are some straight men who genuinely hate gay men, but they're not gay. They're really straight and they're really hateful. But what I personally believe is that that is some sort of displaced hatred, because what they really hate is the male form and the male figure. It's like they dislike any bonding and any affection, especially physical affection. And I've noticed that, especially because as I told you, I was born in Italy. I grew up there. And in these countries, like in Turkey and Spain and France, men don't freak out when they see other men kissing and hugging, because it's normal. I grew up in a family where all men were always kissing and hugging. It's just
you mean like on the cheek and stuff, right? I mean, obviously.
On the cheek. Yes, it's on the cheek. Yes.
I just want to say, Cy Brav donated $2. I didn't mention that earlier. I said, I have a gay friend who can't stand pride parades and Hang on, let me just scroll down to get that other one. Somebody else donated there. Kit donated £2. Thank you very much, Si and Kit. And he says, trannies always seem to be personally unhappy. Now, none of us are trannies here, but the trannies seem to be going through that phase that the gays went through years ago, where they're pushing everybody to accept them, and it's like, it's a lot of people just cannot accept trans. But it's a difficult thing to accept. But I wanted to ask you about gays and lesbians, gay men and lesbians. I get the impression that they hate each other. Am I right?
Yes, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Well, it's not that lesbians hate in particular gay men. A lot of lesbians just hate men in general. Like, I'm not saying that it wouldn't be fair, because I did have some lesbian friends who were nice, who were not crazy. All right. So I have to be honest. There are every now and then some lesbians who are an exception to the rule. They're not complete psychopaths. But what I've seen, and I swear I've seen it in Italy, I saw that in England, I saw it in Switzerland. Now that I'm living here, a lot of them are really hateful. They just hate men. They just hate men. It's like incredible. They just hate men. They propose themselves as feminists. Back in the 60s and 70s, they even created a branch of feminists, which was called lesbian separatism. Where
Jesus.
you can Google it. It was separatist feminism, something like that. So, but basically, they hated men so much that they said that men should be kicked out of society. By the way, society that men built in the first place. Just imagine the madness. It's like, you men should be kicked out of the society that you're building in the first place. Just crazy, completely crazy. But no gay man has ever started. You can Google it. I swear, you're going to see it. Google lesbian separatism. You're going to find it. Now, you're never going to find an equivalent of gay men who were saying, we want to create a separatist masculism and we want to kick women out of society. It's never going to happen, because if anything, either masculine gay men are not really interested in women, and that's it. But that's it. Or effeminate gay men try to kiss women's ass all the time. But you're never going to see gay men being hostile to the point, oh, no, we hate you. You have to be killed. You just want to kick you out of society.
Do they share the same venues? Like if it's a gay bar, it's usually like for men, isn't it? Whereas the lesbians have got their own bar.
Unfortunately, the problem is that there are some bars for lesbians, there are some bars for gays, but what I've noticed is sometimes it's usually the lesbian, because it's female, that they want to be included. It's like, oh, you're discriminating against us, and that kind of sucks, because I think that females in general don't really understand the concept of freedom of association. They just don't get it. It's like they don't understand that some people have a common, not a common goal, but common interest. It's like, if you create a football club, it should be about playing football, all right? So I can't really join the football club and say, okay, I want to join the football club, but I want to play tennis. That doesn't make sense. That makes no sense at all. So that's the problem. I don't believe that gay men hate lesbians. I think that a lot of gay men, especially the masculine ones, they are disgusted of this hatred that so many lesbians have for men.
Well, because if lesbians hate men, they're obviously going to hate gay men as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I would guess that quite a lot of the women in a gay bar are probably straight with their gay male friends. I would guess.
Oh, there are also, yes, and I would say that the straight women are probably much friendlier with gay men than lesbians are. Lesbians are just nasty. I can promise you, they look at you, they give you a very bad look, as if they just gave a look at a piece of shit. And I know that is a hell of an inferiority complex. It's like,
it definitely is. Absolutely is.
And I don't know, envy, jealousy, I don't know. It's like nasty, just nasty. And a lot of them, what they do is that they present themselves as feminists. They go to feminist organizations and they talk shit about men, of course, of straight men, but of men in general. And they just try to do the best they can to destroy men's reputation. That's their number one goal, to ruin men's reputation. That's what feminism is. In a way, feminism is just destroying men's reputation.
Well, it's not just. It's basically just destroying any kind of fun that men have. I mean, you see right now, it's like the Grid Girls, video games, You know, the walk-on girls. They've even taken away the swimsuit section from Miss America. The only part that men are interested in. They just want to remove everything that men enjoy. They want to invade the space and then change it all so that men don't enjoy it anymore. And this has been happening my whole life. I've seen it. It's just it's usually like gradually one thing at a time. Now they're just piling on. Now it's everything.
I think that, just the way I explained to you before, the very effeminate gay men who are not really fine in their heads, unfortunately. And when they were children, they wanted to play with Barbies or dolls. They wanted to do what girls do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they were not allowed to. So they sort of developed some sort of fetish, and, for brushing hair, for putting makeup. And that's what they become like makeup artists or hairdressers, because they're releasing all the fetish-like frustrations that they couldn't release when they were children, right?
Did it ever change? Like, I mean, does like an effeminate man, does he ever become a masculine, or
I don't
vice
think
versa? No?
that's the forma mentis. That's the way the mind is wired. I think that at a certain point, just the way you can't change your sexual, you can't become straight or gay.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing. You can't really turn masculine or feminine. It's like your brain is wired in a certain way, so it's not gonna happen. But I was making that example about effeminate gay men because I wanted also to make there is some sort of paragon with lesbians, because I think that there are a lot of lesbians when they're kids, when they're girls, they want to perhaps do what boys do. They want to play football, they want to cut their hair. And I think that even in that case, their parents or their mothers and fathers, you're a girl, why do you want to do these things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that a lot of them, not all, but I think that a lot of them think, this isn't fair. Why are boys allowed to do that? I hate boys because they can do it and I can't do it. So I think that when they grow up, it's like, okay, I can do it and I can't be happy, but there is one thing I can do. I can destroy their happiness and I can take away what they like. And that's sick. It means that these people suffer. They suffer in their brains, in their sick brains, they suffer. That's why I keep saying, I would never go around saying that you have to respect gay people or you have to love them, because there are a lot of gay people who are insane. They're crazy. They're just mad.
Dr. Stevenson's asking quite a good question. I think I know exactly what he means here. He says, "Can you ask him why a lot of gays put on that voice?" Now, I think I know what he means by that. I think it's the effeminate voice, and they start speaking like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
because they're effeminate. That's why.
But you can tell that that's put on though. That's not the real voice, obviously. So are they putting that on to show that they're effeminate, or I mean, what's that about?
That's put on, and I agree 100%. But a lot of people do that. A lot of women do that. Straight women who want to get easy access to my resources. They go,
women do that.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry?
Women do that. I've noticed that. Yes. A lot of women do put on that voice as well. You're right.
But exactly. And there are also a lot of straight men. I don't know if you noticed. They tend to act like robotic with a deep voice. And it's all acting. It's all part of the acting. These people are not natural. They're just putting a sort of an acting, it's like a show. And just the way some gay men are doing that, yes, for sure. There are also some lesbians, the butch lesbian. Well, yeah, my name is Bob. And that's a female. That's a fucking woman. All right. And there are a lot of people. So the question he asked that's the right question. I grant there is some validity in that question. But he shouldn't pick and choose, because this guy said, why are some gay men doing that? Hang on a second. Are you implying that straight men and straight women don't do that? Because I know that a lot of women, when they're around wealthy men who have a lot of, a man has a Ferrari, you see women touching their hair, go, oh, hi, honey. And they start to exaggerate why are they doing that? Because they want to have immediate access to their resources.
No, they absolutely. I mean, I've never actually thought about that before, but now that I'm thinking about it, women do that all the bloody time, actually.
Exactly.
I've noticed as well with women, a lot of them pronounce their S's more like I don't know how to say it, but they put more emphasis on their S's. I think that's to like sound more intelligent sometimes. I've noticed a lot of women do that, but the straight men thing. I mean, I've never actually felt. I know about changing my voice. I've never. At least I don't think I do that. No,
you don't. You don't. I think that's when people exaggerate certain traits. I think it's because they're either very insecure or because they're dishonest. You know, you are a good guy. You know, I've been subscribed to you like for years. I always watch your videos, and I really like your content. I know that you're a decent, good guy, and for that reason, I know that your character is genuine. So you wouldn't put an act, you wouldn't act. You know, you're yourself. You're an honest person. You know, but who would say that only gays and lesbians can be dishonest? You know, anyone can be dishonest. You know, any demographic. So people who tend to exaggerate their characteristics, you know, their voice and the way they appear, I think that they're either insecure or they're dishonest. There's something wrong with these people.
So how do you feel about well, I was going to say certain political parties, but I mean the left, right? I'm talking about the left, right? How do you feel about the left think that they own your vote just because of your sexuality?
I am completely apolitical. I don't like politics in general. I don't vote. I can't even, you know, last time I voted was in 1992 or something like that. But anyway, I just don't like politics. But I understand what you mean when you're talking about the left, because yes, a lot of people are noticing today that the left is just crazy, and it is. It's crazy. But you know, I would warn people. You know, it's not that the left is crazy, but the right is, you know, all decent, honest, good people. Don't fall into that trap, because there are a lot of crazy, dishonest people in both wings, you know, left and right wings. So be very careful. I understand what you said before, you know, by them trying to. I totally agree with that, because that's what they're trying to collect all the minorities, you know, all the victims. But, you know, as I said before, I don't want to be a victim. And I hate if somebody would they wanted to turn me into a victim so that they could exploit my narrative. That's disgusting. That's just wrong. The moment you recognize that some people are doing that, then you know that they're not up to any good, that what they're doing is wrong. And if that's what the left is doing, then you know that at least today the left is just rotten wrong.
Well, I think the left act like they own gays, right? They own them, and they think that all gays should vote for them. But I think the right, they tend to make a big deal when a gay likes them. You know what I mean? They don't go out for the vote. They don't say, "Hey, gays, you should vote for us." But
bet
if there's a gay Republican, they go nuts, and you know, I mean, look what they were like with Milo. It was like they were holding him up and going, "Look, a gay, look on our side." That's what it came across like, and I think that's what the right are guilty of, but the left are guilty of thinking they own your vote just because you're gay. You know?
Yeah, but you know, at least the masculine gay men, they're not stupid, and I think that the great majority of them probably voted for Trump. I don't believe that masculine gay men would ever give their vote to Hillary Clinton. You know, that woman is fucking crazy. You know, she's nothing short than a fucking psychopath. So I would have never given my vote to her. There's no way. So yeah, this left is just very distasteful. Yeah, it's just gross. So I totally get what you're saying. I understand these concerns, but again, like, I'm sorry if I repeat this point, but I don't want people today to think, oh, the left is crazy, therefore the right is wonderful.
Oh no, absolutely not.
Because you know, you stop worshipping one and then you begin worshipping the other.
The right need to be called out as well. Very important that you call. I mean, just the other day I was calling them out because they were complaining about Walmart selling Impeach 45 t-shirts, right? And these are the same people that claim they support capitalism. Yeah. So either they support it or they don't. If they want to sell an Impeach 45 t-shirt, that is capitalism. You know, they don't need to buy it. And I got annoyed at them for that, and I called them out for that. I think you're right. It's important. Call it the left and the right. Just because the left are absolutely insane right now, that doesn't mean the right are perfect. You know, they still have to be called out, and you know, don't let them away with things just because the left are crazy.
Well, that's my fear. My fear is that now the people have recognized the madness in the left. You know, they're just gonna flood the right and gonna say, "Oh, we're all gonna vote." You know, I would say, you know, people have to be very careful, because when you deselect one, then you're gonna rush to select the other. But you have to be sure that you're not doing another mistake. You know.
Well, a lot of people on the right are taking. Have you heard of the walk away movement? Right,
Yes, yes, I know
hashtag
that.
walk away. Right,
I
so
know that.
but a lot of people on the right think that means they're walking away from the left to the right, but they're not. They're just walking away from the left. That doesn't mean they're walking to the right. They might just not vote. You know, they might just not vote for the left right now until the left sorts
Which
itself
is
out.
fine. In that case, I would agree with that. And I think it was a gay man from New York that started this walk away thing. I think it was like a gay man who first posted a video, and he said, I decided to walk away, and then people started to I'm not entirely sure because I don't really
No,
know.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
Yeah.
But,
Well, just to prove, that there are a lot of gay men, and I think that straight men should do the right thing, and they should listen to the gay men who make sense. At least to the masculine gay men who are not into the crazy social justice garbage or the feminist bullshit. Because, there are a lot of us who are very anti-fem. I'm 100% against feminism. 100%. I couldn't be more anti-feminist. I'm probably more anti-feminist than you are.
Really?
Yes, because we are attracted to masculinity, right? Masculine gay men are attracted to masculinity. So we are going to be the first ones who are going to say, hey, you're pissing on masculinity, but you're pissing on something we care about. So why the fuck are you doing that? And and a lot of straight men don't understand. They say, oh, if you're a gay man, you have to be a feminist. No, it means that you don't understand homosexuality. You don't understand that masculine gay men are attracted to masculinity, so they're obviously going to be against whatever is attacking masculinity.
Well, Ramon Salam is asking me, we need to be in the centre. Do you agree? As long as it's not a label. I know what you mean. I would say neutral. Be neutral if that's what you mean by being in the centre. But I wouldn't want to go around calling myself a centrist or something like that. You know what I mean? I just hate labels.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. I hate.
But
labels,
I would just say, be neutral, and if you're going to vote for the candidates or the party that actually are going to say, at least, they're going to deliver something that you agree with. You know what I mean? Right?
Yeah.
I mean, if some politician came out right in my area and said, I'm going to support like white men, I'm not interested. I don't want you to. I don't want you to separate people and look out for one. I want you to serve everybody. So I agree that you should be in the centre, but just don't take the label of.
Yeah, exactly. Because otherwise, you're gonna do the same mistake. It's like you're not gonna trust the left, you're gonna trust the right, but you're gonna blindly trust the center. Again, same mistake. Because we're talking about politicians. Politicians are sometimes they're very dishonest people. They want you to believe that they care about you, but they care about themselves. So be careful.
Well, if it's okay with you, I'd like to. Is it okay to finish it right now? Are you happy with that, Jay?
Yeah, it's perfectly fine. I wanted to have a quick conversation, because I know you're a nice guy, and it's just I have this thing in me for so long, that I don't want people to misunderstand what's going on. I don't want people to think, oh, it's the gay, so it's gay men, because trust me, the majority of gay men who are masculine, they're gonna be pissed off like hell that females are infiltrating Boy Scouts or that they infiltrated gay organizations, that they're doing all this shit. It's crazy. It's just insane. It's just madness.
Maybe they just need to be more vocal. Maybe that would help. But
yes, but how can they be vocal if they're not even given the trust? There is this hostility, like, oh, you're a gay man, so you gotta be a pedophile, or you have to be, I don't know, you have to hate straight men. At least try to know the people that you're criticizing. Try to be like you did. I'm a gay man, and yet you're not scared of me, and you were ready to be in a hangout with me. But I can tell you that a lot of MGTOW and a lot of MRAs, they know I've been here for the longest time, and they know I'm a gay man. They never wanted to have anything to do. As soon as they knew that I was a gay man, oh my god, you're dead.
No, I mean, I'm not scared of you, but if you were here, I'd have my back against the wall. I'm only kidding. I'm kidding, everybody. Jesus, calm down. Father Stack said that was really interesting. He was such a nice guy. Glad to see his side of things. So there you go. I mean, that's
cool. That's cool.
No, but it is interesting though, because I like that I can talk to you without you. I know you're not going to get offended. Do you know what I mean?
No,
You're not going to
oh
run
God,
away and
no.
cry and get offended and call me a homophobe or whatever else. You know?
No, that's bullshit. That's not me. No, people who know me, then they know that
No,
I don't do that crap. No.
that's good. So we'll leave it there now. And thanks
Cool.
again. But we could do this again anytime, Jay. I'm up for that. Although
Awesome.
we don't have to
Awesome.
focus purely on the gay stuff because that's not fair on. That's not really fair
No,
on you. You know.
and that's not me. I don't need to focus on gay shit all the fucking time. That's just boring. It's just boring.
Well, if I'm ever doing a hangout, not an OBS hangout, but a hangout like this, and you want to join in, just give me a shout, right?
Right.
But anyway, thanks very much. Anyway, Jay, it's been very interesting.
That was awesome.
I hope the viewers find it interesting as well.
Okay,
And we'll
cool.
leave it there for now. So just say bye bye, and we'll go.
All right. Okay.
Right.
Okay,
Bye bye.
bye-bye.
Bye
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Cheers.
with you. I mean, he did have the kind of, you know, hairy chest type of thing, but I still think he was a bit effeminate, you know.
Yeah, well, I was asking not in just in appearance, but also in the way they move, they talk, you know, the attitude and the personality. If there is some sort of effeminacy, then I would say, yeah, then there must be some shit going on, some craziness. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. But do you think that we're on a slippery slope? And even if you don't think that, can you might think they're on a slippery slope?
You have to repeat this like last sentence because I couldn't hear it.
That's okay. Do you think that we're on a slippery slope? And if not, do you understand why other people think that we're on a slippery slope?
Well, I think that, as I said, you know, you can certainly sense the frustration in me. You know, there is a lot of frustration. I do, yes, I would agree with you. The fact is that there is a lot of misunderstanding because every time these crazy assholes behave like insane, crazy psychopaths, you know, social justice warriors and feminism, then a lot of people give the wrong interpretations. They think, well, it's got to be gay guys who are doing that shit. I can guarantee that the masculine gay men, they're so disgusted that I swear they don't even go to gay organizations anymore because now gay organizations are feminist organizations. That's what they are.
Mm-hmm.
They're LGBT, lesbians first, women first. They're feminist organizations. And let me tell you that in feminist organizations, yes, there are a lot of straight women, but there are a lot of man-hating lesbians. A lot. But you have no idea. You have no idea. Because when I was younger, when I was in my 20s back in the 1990s, you know, I was going to university and I had friends. I had gay friends and lesbian friends and well, I wouldn't call myself a feminist, but it was 20 years ago. And I did have some friends who would call themselves feminists. And a lot of them were lesbian, but really hateful, very hostile. Like they really hated men. All right. And I would have some lesbian friends. I wouldn't have a problem with them because to me they were like kind of okay, they were nice, but they were talking about straight men as if they were talking about the devil. And I knew that there was something, but because back then in the 90s they were talking about a woman out of 5 is a victim of rape or some shit. And I was thinking 20 years ago I was thinking, yeah, very soon they're gonna say that a woman in 4 is a victim of rape. And today they're saying that a woman in 3 is a victim of rape. There is something there that goes beyond violence against women or rape. I think that there is some real inferiority complex, some jealousy, some envy. I don't even know how to explain it, but
I think it's envy. I think it's envy. I get that feeling a lot with feminists, you know, especially the lesbian type. You know.
But you see, every time they do this shit, you know, they're doing horrible things. They present themselves as gays, and people think gays, and they start to blame gay men. But you know, again, I'm sorry if I repeat this part, but this part is crucial. Masculine gay men have zero to do with that crime. Zero. They had the best intentions when they started gay organizations because they just wanted to be left the fuck alone. Like, please don't kill gay men. You know, that was basically the policy. You know, that was the thing. And then they that's what they did with boy. You know what happened to Boy Scouts. You know that now they in America they infiltrated. They say, oh no, even girls should. What kind of shit is that?
Exactly.
You're not going to find one masculine gay man who's going to agree with that. Not even one. Not even one is going to say, "Oh yes, I totally agree. That's the way." No, not even. It's not going to happen.
Do you know Justica? Do you know who he is?
Yeah. Just yes.
Would you say he was a masculine gay man? I would say he was anyway, but I mean, he pretty much is, isn't he? Like a police officer, and he loves his guns, and he loves the country, and all that. I'm guessing he's pretty masculine. Like Gogsy, they're saying the whole gay pride thing confuses me a bit. Right now, this is where I don't get it. Right now, I understand marching for rights. You know, like you said earlier, in the ~60s, they felt they were getting beaten up by the police, right?
Yes.
And it kind of comes across now that they've taken over the police, especially in Britain, by the way. But I understand marching for rights. I totally get that. I don't understand what the point of a pride parade is. I don't know what are they why are they taking to the streets and dancing and whatever else?
I do understand it. It's just because a bunch of females, together with effeminate gay guys, They're just exploiting they're infiltrators. They're parasites. What they do is they infiltrate, they corrupt, and they hijack. They need to, as gender parasites, they need to exploit the narrative. That's what they do. They just wanted to use another stage. They thought, oh, gay organizations, that's another stage for our victimhood. And they wanted to infiltrate that so that they can be victims even there. That's what they do. Females are professional victims. That's what they do. It's their passion. That's what they love to. They want to be victims. Me, I don't want to be a victim. I don't go around saying, oh, I'm a victim, people hate me. I don't do that shit. I'm not a victim.
There was somebody in the comments here who I should probably ignore, right? But I'll just get Jim Carlson, right? He's been spamming the chat by saying that gays are pedos, right? Now, what about men, right, who rape young girls? Are they gay? Do you know what I mean? It's a stupid. I think it's like either. I mean, if that would count as a straight guy, then a guy doing it to
that. They started to call it gay and lesbian organizations, but it wasn't. They weren't happy because then it was, well, why not trans? Why not bi? And why not the T? And why not the C? And why not intro? And then it was GLBT. I swear, I promise you, it was GLBT.
I remember that.
Until they started to complain. Oh, you know what? It's always about men first. Why isn't it? And they turn it into LGBT. So ladies first, just to prove that they're full of shit. Just to prove that they don't believe in equality, that they want absolute priority, they turn the GLBT into LGBT.
Well, see, the way I see it with gays, right? This is just how I see it, right? If I meet you, and the only thing I know about you is that you're gay, right? I can't possibly know what your politics is. I don't know what your taste in music is. I don't know anything else about. All I know is that you're gay, right?
Exactly.
And I'm guessing that all you want from me is just to be treated normal the way I would treat anybody else. I'm guessing that's what I do. But what I don't think helps, right, is going into schools with pride events or taking to the streets with pride events. And just like Gogsy said there, to ask you about the bakery thing, you know, deliberately looking for a baker that won't bake a cake for a gay wedding. I don't think that helps gays be liked. I think it makes normal people think, oh my God, they're annoying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know, and agree with that. I don't understand the whole thing. I don't know why they would do that. I don't agree with that. I wouldn't even come. I would simply not go there. You know, if they said, "Look, I'm sorry, you're gay, we don't want," I would say, "Fine, I'm not going to give you my money. I'm just going to take my money somewhere else." So, which is the smart idea. But you said you just want to be respected. Not even that, because I don't want to be treated in a special way. I don't want people to treat me as, oh, you're gay, so I have to respect you. No, I don't want that. You don't have to respect me. Because I think that, first of all, respect should always be reciprocal. It should be a mutual thing. But it shouldn't be granted. It shouldn't be given to people just like that. And I keep saying, you have to earn people's respect. Either you're gay or you're straight. You have to earn it. And that's what these assholes are not doing. They're imposing. It's like, you have to respect gay people. No, you don't have to. I am a gay man. And I'm saying, you don't have to respect gay people. Because there is a first option, which is to respect. There is a second option, which is to disrespect, but there is also a third option, which is to be respect neutral. It's like, I don't know you, and I don't have enough information about you to know whether I can respect you and I can disrespect you. So I'm just going to stand on the respect neutral zone, and I will get to know you and to understand whether you earn my respect or not. But these people, they're so toxic that they impose respect. And
it's pushed everywhere, right? I mean, like, I look at lately, right? Almost every big company has got a rainbow flag on their products, right? I was in Tesco the other day, right, with my son, right? And my son's 9, right?
Yeah.
We're going through the sweet section, and he says, "Oh, what a bag of Skittles!" I says, "On you go, grab a bag of Skittles," and it was just a white bag.
Yeah.
And he's asking me, why is it all white now? I just said, okay, it's a special promotion, because I don't really want to have to. I don't really want to have to go into the details of what that's about. Do you know what I mean? I thought it was quite funny that even though it was to celebrate Pride, it said on the packet fruits, and I thought that was quite amusing that it said they're trying their best to pander to gays, and yet it says fruits on the on the bag. But it's like, I shouldn't as a parent, I shouldn't be put in this position where it's like, hey, what's this about? Oh God, I've got to explain this gay shit. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is just shopping. I didn't go out my way to look for this. I was just shopping for groceries, nothing special. And yet it's shoved in your face. Every aisle you go down, every product has got a rainbow on it, and it's like, oh, come on with this. This is being shoved in your face. All the TV shows and adverts are all about pride, and and it's like, yes, we get it. You don't hate gays. You don't need to make a big deal about it,
Yeah, but you see, that's the problem. Then they hear or they see the word gay and they immediately think, oh, gay people and gay men. But again, I'm telling you what any other gay man, especially masculine, manly, the straight acting gay men, they would tell you all the same thing. This shit, this garbage started since females started to infiltrate gay organizations, and they did all that garbage, LGBT and GLBT and all that crap. This is, to me, then people are gonna dislike what I'm saying. Oh, you're sexist, you're misogynist. This is feminine hysteria, because that's exactly what you're doing with feminists, with women in general. It's just the bullshit. No, up to the 1990s, gay men didn't want that. They just wanted to live normal life. They didn't want this shit. As soon as they infiltrated and hijacked these gay spaces, they turned gay organizations into a circus. And I can guarantee that a lot of masculine and straight acting gay men today, they don't even want to go to gay organizations, because what the fuck, we're going to go there to see a bunch of fucking feminists, some crazy social justice warriors, insane women, or fucking crazy deranged people.
I think you're right, because I've watched that. Because it's like Pride Month, there's been a few videos on YouTube, people covering, like Jesse Lee Peterson. He done a video talking to people in the Pride March in California, and I think you're right, because it was all women and very effeminate gay men. It wasn't like the masculine ones, like you would say. That's okay with you?
Yeah, it's perfectly fine.
Hello, everybody. We're live. I'm here with Jay, who was commenting on my last live stream about Pride. By the way, Jay, see when I'm doing the hang on, let me stop that video at the background. See when I'm doing a live stream, I can't really keep up with the chat very well, so I didn't actually read all your comments until after the video, and then I went through the comments. So then I was like, right, so that's why I didn't reply to you during the hangout. It's quite hard to get my attention while I'm ranting on, but you seem to have, we don't, it's not like you hate me or anything like that, but you seem to have an issue with some of the things I was saying. If you wanted to...
Not an issue. I was just wondering, it's like I could, let's say this word, I could sense that there was some frustration from your part, that, I don't know, something about gays doing something. I don't know. I didn't see the whole thing, and I was watching it, because usually I watch your hangouts and I find them very interesting. But I could sense that there was some issue there. I was thinking, so what's the problem? I couldn't understand it. But what I always trying to say is that I understand that there is a lot of frustration for the whole LGBT. I understand that. That's my message. I get it, because trust me, there are a lot of gay men who are really pissed off about this whole LGBT garbage. All right, it's just crap.
I know. I would be. I would be, if I was gay. I would definitely be pissed off with it. It would really bug me. So it would.
Well, that's why I wanted to be in a hangout with you, because at least I wanted to explain to you my personal opinion about the whole thing, right? And I would explain to you how, in my opinion, things work, because I've been in other hangouts with other people in the past, and I tried to say, look, gay organizations were actually started by gay men, all right? It was gay men, the ones who were targeted in the past. It was gay men who were bashed by the police. They were arrested. Sometimes they were tortured. Sometimes they were electrocuted. Some crazy shit happened to a lot of gay men in the past, up to the 1960s. And they caused the revolution, the 1969, the Stonewall. They started to fight back against the police, but the police was targeting gay men, all right? Not much against lesbians, if I have to be very honest with you. It was gay men were targeted. They were the ones who started gay organizations, and it was organizations started by gay men. And unfortunately, as I explained in the past, and I said, unfortunately, these organizations were infiltrated, they were corrupted, and they were
Mm-hmm.
hijacked. And if you go today, I have gay friends, I have male gay friends, I even have trans friends who are all telling and complaining about the same thing. These gay organizations are today nothing more than feminist nests. They're just
Yes.
feminist organizations. They were infiltrated by females who needed another stage to complain about their ridiculous, non-existent oppression.
Mm-hmm.
And I swear this is not a joke. I've been to gay organizations in Italy, in Switzerland, in England, and even in Australia because I live there. And they're all women. You go there, and all the people who work there, I swear they're all women. All right. And my frustration is not about you. I have nothing against you or Emirates or Mectop. Nothing against that. I just want people to realize that the crazy shit that they're doing is that they're just the way they did it with the Boy Scouts. You know what happened in America?
Mm-hmm.
That women wanted to infiltrate and corrupt the Boy Scouts. And a lot of people, of course, they were pissed over saying, well, what the hell is going on? Well, exactly what already happened in gay organizations.
I mean, I did say in that video as well that, like, I know that there's a lot of gay men that don't like pride parades. I even I was talking to
Yep.
Justicar on Twitter about that, and he's yeah, I posted photos and mocking the pride parade,
Uh-huh.
and he said, by the way, we're not all like that. I'm ashamed of this stuff. This is just
Yeah.
disgraceful.
Well,
Can
I
I just
think,
can I just quickly say, MC
yeah,
Jingle has donated £2. Thank you, MC Jingle, and he says football's coming home, and he's right. It is going home to Croatia. Anyway, so
that's cool. That's cool.
so
No, totally. That's cool. But I think that I watched a video once uploaded some time ago by Justicar, and he was talking about the whole LGBT. And when he was explaining that, I was saying, "Wow, that's exactly what I've experienced as a gay. That's exactly because it was gay organizations, for
mhm.
gay people. There was no bitching, no whining, no crazy, no hysteria, no garbage. Just was gay organizations. But when females started to flood in, when things started to become safer and they flooded in, they started to complain, okay, why is it gay? Why not gay and lesbians? That's what they started to do.
Mhm.
But it was a ridiculous from the very beginning, it was a ridiculous thing.
Didn't
It
they?
was just pointless.
Didn't they even get the L at the start of the LGBT?
It
Didn't it used
was
to be
look,
L? Didn't
look,
it? Yeah.
the ridiculous thing is that it was gay organizations. They started to complain and say, oh, it should be gay and lesbian. That's the first bullshit. Because a lot of women in the past used to call themselves, I'm a gay woman. So
Hmm.
you're saying that you're a gay woman. Why do you want to introduce the lesbian if you're saying that you're a lesbian? No gay man is saying, oh, I'm a lesbian man. No gay man says that. It's like gay men are gay men, but lesbians are either lesbians or gay women. It's like they have to have twice the options that men have. It's like they want
Hmm.
all the options that women have, and they also want the options that men have. So because of
They were very effeminate, and the women were basically, like,
they're
I
gone,
don't know if you,
they're gone.
I don't know if you know
Masculine
what I
gay men
mean,
are just gone. They're
but
gone.
I
They
don't
don't.
know if you know what I mean when I say that a lot of women in these marches, right? They,
Mhm.
they they seem to treat gay men like they're pets. Does that make
Yes.
sense?
Oh, that's exactly what I wanted to say. They're treating gay men, but in particular effeminate gay men, as their sort of purse puppies. Like the small little dog, the puppies that you can actually, the women can
Yes.
put in their purses. That's exactly the way. So let me explain the whole thing. First of all, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but it's usually women and very effeminate gay men, because the masculine gay men, no fucking way. It's like, you're not gonna treat me like you're fucking pet. It's not gonna happen. But I'm gonna tell you something. There is something there, which is, in my opinion, some mutual exploitation. There is like some mutual parasitism, because women are indeed getting something out of the very effeminate gay men.
Hmm.
Because the effeminate gay men are gonna do their hair, are gonna do their makeup, are gonna do their nails. So in a way, women can exploit the effeminate gay men and exploit their sort of talent in doing this
And
shit.
they also look good as well by having the gay best friend. It
The
makes them look
exact
good.
Well, yes, but it's exploiting many things. But I'm gonna tell you something also about effeminate gay men. I personally believe that effeminate gay men, they were never allowed when they were children to behave like girls or to have a Barbie or a doll, to wear makeup. And I think that what they're doing is that they're treating women as if they were their dolls. Like when I was a child, I couldn't own my a doll or a Barbie because my parents would freak out. Like, you're a boy, you shouldn't play with these things. And what they're doing is that effeminate gay men are playing with their doll, with their human-sized doll. They're doing their hair, they're doing their makeup. You understand what I'm saying?
Make them. There's some sense in that. It's like they've got a live Barbie to play with.
But that's exactly what they have. It's like the frustrations that they couldn't do it themselves. So now they can do it on a female. They couldn't do it on a Barbie. Now they do it on a real human Barbie. And that's what they're doing. They're mutually exploiting one another. It's like the very effeminate gay men are exploiting women and treating them as their dolls and their Barbies. And women are exploiting their effeminate gay men because a masculine gay man there's no way that I would do your fucking hair. You know, bitch, go fuck yourself. I'm not your servant. I'm not your shopping assistant.
I think women get more out of the deal though. You know, I mean, they've got, not only have they got the gay best friend, so it makes them look like progressive and inclusive, right? But they've also got the guy to hang around in a bar with, so that they're not alone.
Yeah.
If they don't, you know, pick up a man, they've got a man to fall back on, so that they're not, you know, stranded. Basically, you know, they've got a lot of different benefits. Whereas as the gay men, they don't really come out on top when it comes to the benefits. But I think you're right with the Barbie
thing. They do have some benefits. They do have some benefits because the effeminate gay men will have some friendship and also some protections, like being around women. It's like they're sort of indirectly protected by the shield that women have around us. Like, you're not allowed to hit women or attack women. So by being under women's skirts, basically the effeminate gay men are kind of protected. So I told you, it's like some sort of mutual parasitism. They're both exploiting each other's bullshit narrative. That's what they're doing. But there is no way that masculine gay men would just stand there like a bunch of fucking morons doing women's hair or makeup, because I'm not interested at all. My boyfriend even less. Like, no, go fuck yourself. You know, like, we're not doing that shit. All right. So what pisses me off is the fact that a lot of people, then they think, oh, it's the crazy shit that gays do. If you mean effeminate gay men, no problem. I agree with you 100%. But, you know, effeminate gay men and females, so women, they're all on the feminine side. So that's all the bullshit and the hysterical from the feminine. All right. So masculine gay men, they're not doing that shit. They would rather go to the gym and pump their muscles than do that crap.
So you're, I'm guessing you would label yourself as one of the masculine ones. Then you don't sound very effeminate, right?
No.
So does that mean that you prefer to go out with the masculine or feminine one? Which one would it?
Oh, masculine gay men only date masculine gay men. They would never date. No way. No, absolutely not. If you are a masculine gay man, you're attracted to masculinity. All right. So an effeminate gay man is just a failure as masculinity. It's like going with a very bad photocopy of a woman.
Right.
So there is no interest there. Gay men are not interested. No, the masculine ones are not interested in the feminine gay men. Just zero.
So I mean, I was watching that Jesse Lee Peterson video, right? As I say, he was in a pride event in California, and he was talking to these two guys, right? And seriously, this is where I think it gets a bit creepy, and this is why people maybe think gays might be a bit weird or whatever, right? And he was talking to these two guys. One was kind of young and one was a bit older, and they actually said that they're in a daddy boy relationship, and it just came across as like, wow, what the fuck? Why would you publicly say that?
Yeah,
that's
but
weird.
I don't know them. Are they effeminate? Is there some effeminacy in them?
Most of them at the thing were effeminate, to be honest. A boy would count as a gay guy, but I mean, this kind of shit you probably see all the time. You know, I don't talk like that. Yeah, I don't say things like that. To me, that's ridiculous. Same with the whole bestiality thing. I think it's a daft connection, because
that's just bullshit.
How can a straight guy not do the same exact thing? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense to me. But I'm guessing you see that kind of stuff all the time. Yes.
You have no idea. Okay, the first massive logical fallacy is the fact that gay men are confused with pedophiles. All right, let's start with that. Gay men, or at least the masculine one, they're attracted to masculinity. All right, and masculinity is mostly incompatible with neoteny. All right, neoteny is all the features that actually women have in common with babies and children, like soft skin,
Mm-hmm.
hairless bodies, very smaller bodies. They're shorter, they're smaller, they're tinier, a bit like children.
Mm-hmm.
Gay men are attracted to men. Now, men on average are less neotenous than women and children. They have hairier bodies, they have bigger muscle
Mm-hmm.
tissue. They're taller, they're bigger, they're larger. If you are attracted to a man, like for example, I'm gonna give you an example. My ideal of a man, Harrison Ford back in the 1980s. You know Harrison Ford in Indiana Jones. To me,
Mm-hmm.
that's a hot guy, or that's a hot man.
Right. Your
Now,
avatar. Your avatar.
yeah, there it is, of course, in Blade Runner. Well, that's the reason. But you see, Harrison Ford in 1980s. Do you think that he's neotenous?
I wouldn't say so. No.
Well, there it is. If you're attracted to men, there is no fucking way in the whole universe that you're going to be attracted to children, because children are exactly the opposite of your target. You know, your
Mm-hmm.
target is beefy, big, muscular men. All right? That's a pedophile is someone who is attracted to neoteny in a ridiculous, exaggerated way. It's like way beyond women's neoteny. We're talking about babies' neoteny. We're talking about very smooth skin,
Mm-hmm.
very little bodies. So
So,
it's like super neoteny on steroids.
so
That's
it's
their
probably
sickness.
best not to label them gay or straight, then, isn't it? I mean, they're just a completely different thing altogether. You know, I mean, the same with people who are into animals, completely different thing altogether. There's no point in even bringing up straight or gay, because it's just
Uh,
it's a different thing
it's an old
altogether.
thing. It's an old thing that I think it's, people who want to shame gays, like they're never gonna stop. They either say that you worship Satan, or that
Mm-hmm.
you want to rape children. That's bullshit. Because as I just said to you, if you're a master gay man and you're attracted to men, you're not going to be attracted to children. It's like it's impossible. It's like that's super neoteny. That's like imagine this. I'm not attracted to women. Why? Because women are shorter than men. Because women are smaller than women. They have less muscles. They have very smooth skin, and I'm not attracted to smooth skin. All right.
So
They
was
have
it
a very soft voice, like I talk like that. They have a very soft voice. So if I don't like all these characteristics, these are characteristics that even children have. How am I going to be attracted to a child? It's impossible.
Well, you know that gays are a minority, right? All around the world,
Yeah.
they're a minority. So,
Mhm.
was there ever a point in your life where you felt there was something wrong with you?
Wrong. I wouldn't say wrong, but when I was very young, when I was like 8 years old, I already knew that I was attracted to males. Not in a sex, because when you're eight, you
Hmm.
don't think about sexuality. But I knew that I had a different connection between boys and girls than other people, than other kids, for example. So I already knew that there was something there that would make me different. I wouldn't say that I suffered because of that, or no, because I
Hmm.
just kept it to myself. I knew that I couldn't talk about it, because I don't know, there was something in me telling me that I couldn't talk about it with other people. But
What country were you raised in?
I was born and I grew up in South Italy.
So,
My
is that quite tolerant when it comes to that?
Yes and no, because it depends. Because South Italy, well, Italy in general, but especially South Italy, is very intolerant of homosexuality, but it's very tolerant of masculinity, especially of male bonding. So, for
Right. Okay.
example, straight men in all over the Mediterranean Sea, it's not just Italy, but also in Spain, South France, in Greece, in Turkey, straight men hug other men, they kiss other men, they show affection. It's not a gay thing, it's not a sexual thing, all right? It's like a perfectly normal thing that you would even see in the Arab world, in Muslim countries, you would see in Latin America and South America, and you can ask them. They're going to tell you, yes, men kiss one another all the time. It's not a sexual thing, and it's not a gay thing. So I was born and I was raised in a society where there is some sort of androphilia, all right? There is some connection between men.
Hmm.
But that's not to be confused with homosexuality, because from that point of view, then these countries can be very homophobic. So it depends.
It would make it easier to hide it, though. I mean, if you had a boyfriend or whatever, it'd be easier to hide it then, in a society like that.
Well, I don't know, because it can be very hostile, but not because of. I would say it's religion. It's because Italy is also the headquarters of the Roman Catholic Church, right? The Vatican is in Rome.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, Catholic priests are very hostile. They're very anti-gay. Now, I have my own opinion, and I think that a lot of Roman Catholic priests are pedophiles. There it is. And it's not just